Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And the 4th anniversary developer live stream ended a little bit ago, and now it's time to talk about everything that was shown in this video that I didn't have in my sponsor video that came out about an hour ago. So, first off, there is a free code for the web store, specifically the web store, and it is thanks for all. So you have to go to the web store itself to even attempt to get this. So let's go to the web store. All right, now that we're logged in, we could enter the promo code, and it is thanks for all. Thanks for all lowercase. So thanks for all. Input, and this gives you 100 anniversary coins and 40 of the anniversary cake rewards. So you'll get those pop it up in your game eventually. So that is the free code. Again, it's only for the web store. All right, moving on to some of the new things that were announced. So first off, we have this special login bonus, which is going to be a guaranteed EX multi for free. Like it's a ticket that you get for logging in when the period starts tomorrow night. And this should be all 10 characters should be EX units. EX, not EX Unbounds, but EX characters. So that could give players a huge jump in team building and viability and just usefulness, having an entire multi of EX characters. I believe it is all EX. It, I guess, could potentially be like just one free EX character, but the way it was explained to me was this should be 10 EX characters in this multi for free. Also, we are going to have a flip card event that is a one-time thing, and it is the part 2 of the 200 million Magic Crystal gift campaign. And from logging in, you will get a singular ticket, and you will use it in the flip card, and you could win between 100 crystals and 3,000 crystals just from picking a card, any card. If you get the ace card, you get 3,000 crystals. So you are guaranteed at least 100, and you can get 3,000. So, I mean, good luck with that. This will also come when the banners and everything drops tomorrow night. So that's just some free crystals right there. And some of you are going to get really, really lucky, and I hate all of you that do that. Next, we have the Tempest Million Festival Big Time Raffle, of which you're going to get these serialized tickets with certain numbers on them. And when the period ends on the 27th of November, if you happen to match all the numbers, you can win 10,000 magic crystals and 50 EX shards. 10,000 plus some other stuff. And then if you only match 6 of the numbers, you get 6,000 crystals, and then 3,000, then 1,000, then 150, and then 5. And then, however many tickets you have in total, you get 1 crystal per ticket, just as a consolation prize. But only one person is going to have a ticket that has all 7 numbers match up. It's just like the lottery in America. You win the Powerball for slime, you get 10,000 crystals. Someone is going to be very happy with that. Not me. But what else is coming? We have another triple bond XP starting on the 14th of November. We have the rerun of the Tempest Great Harvest on the 25th of November. This event is about to leave like tomorrow night. So we'll get another version of it on the 25th. We have the Stamina Reduction campaign for the Tower of Isis on the 28th. And then on the 21st, we can get some free Koban login rewards. That's 50 Koban, which is, of 10 tickets. 10 meta tickets you can get from the Koban shop for free if you log in for all 10 days, which is pretty huge. So those are new things that are coming. There are also some other events that are coming along with this update or in the future, and that's going to be the introduction of Story Chapter 30. We've got the next Octagram Emblem Ceremony event versus Daggerel. I mean, we still have the 1 versus Milim going on, but Daggerel doesn't start till the 7th, so a little bit of time. We have this new event, which I don't recognize. It looks like Speed Quest, but it's not. versus Velzar. That's going to give us some pretty big rewards and some anniversary coins. That starts on the 21st, so it's quite a ways away. We have another 4th anniversary special quest starting tomorrow night. We have Tempest Fest, which starts on the 10th, which is a lot of free shit. And then we've got another iteration of the Vesta and Gabaru potion event, which just gives you some free potions. And then we also have the redux, the revamp of Ranked Valor Cup, starting with Season 37, which will come out with the new update tomorrow night. This introduces the new scoring mechanics where you have to use a specific element to do damage, and you have to do a specific damage buff, whether it be crit, synergy, pierce, or aegis, to get max damage score. So this is going to be a new thing, but also Ranked Valor Cup fights also give you crystals now, and you can get some Heartscape materials from Ranked Valor, so that's now kind of important. Okay, now to talk about the things that people really want to know, and that is, who are the new characters and what the hell do they do? And that is going to take some time, so buckle up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, people of the world, because this is going to get real confusing real fast. So, we have the story event, which is featuring an evil version of Rimuru versus VELDORA, and our first summonable battle unit is a transforming EMILS character in the Mitzvah art style from the light novel, so that's why he looks a bit different. We've had a couple of these characters so far, Shizu and Hinata, VELDORA, and Lumi from Tournament Stalwart, so this is nothing new, but EMILS is the headlining battle character. And EMILS does a few things. So first off, he is water, he is on Dragon Hockey, this is Antagonist, Exalted Champions, Commander, Scourge Wielder, and Stern of Spirit. 6 different teams, of which most of these have metas already. Actually, all of them have metas now. But his ult is a 400% AoE water physical. He is a damage ult. You do not get the support or damage like the hero got. He is just raw damage. His first skill is the transformation gimmick. That is the same thing that Spirit Master Rimuru had for the 3.5 anniversary. So if you were playing around then and you got, where is he? Spirit Master Rimuru, he could transform into his dark counterpart and you would get extra skills when you're transformed. EMILS is doing the same thing. So first off, he transforms for 3 turns. He makes all of his own orbs into rainbows during those turns. And he gets a 200% ult buff while transformed. And that can stack with other ult buffs as well. So temporary buffs, permanent buffs, just like how Rimuru could when you were using Leon on Spirit Master. So 200%. Old Rimuru only got 120%, so he's gotten a little bit of a buff there. And when you are transformed, this skill also changes to this skill down here, which also costs 40 points. But every time you use it, you get 100% extra ult damage for everybody. So we've got now 300%. And you could use this skill 3 times in the fight, every turn that you're transformed. So in practicality, EMILS can have 500% ult damage just from himself, from being transformed and using this skill 3 times to get the extra 300%, which is kind of crazy. The second skill is where things get a bit confusing and gimmicky for the whole meta. This is the 25-point skill 2 combo addition, which I will explain more so when we get to the beatdown battle. But what this does is this adds 2 orbs to an existing blue orb. So in order to get the full 6-hand send that you get the 200% damage, normally you have to send 6 orbs, right? But the combo addition plus 2 means that you only have to send 4 orbs to get the 200% buff and to get all of the benefits of sending 6 orbs. So it cuts down on the amount of orbs required to get the maximum combo buff. So plus 2 means you send 4 orbs. Okay, cool beans. That's a bit weird. Also, he converts 2 additional orbs on the following turn into blues. So he's kind of got like a small future hand skill. So the combo addition of +2, and then the future hand convert of 2 orbs to blues. So this is a blue stacking team, by the way, in case I didn't already say that. You could see charge here is turn 6 to 8. So that's what EMILS does. 500% alt damage, rainbow orbs, transformation, AoE alt, and then the combo edition gimmick, which works very well with the protector VELDORA. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where's the other battle unit? There isn't one. This is a double featured banner. The first time we have had a double featured banner for anything anniversary related, so keep that in mind. But VELDORA is where the whole gimmick comes into play. So first off, down here, his protection skill, he's giving Dragon Hockey or Exalted Champions 130% damage to fire. He's giving physical allies 25% attack and defense. And after every turn, he raises your skill cap by 50. A typical stacking protector down here. His protection skill converts 1 orb into a dragon orb, new gimmick, and then converts 2 other orbs to blues. Okay, we'll explain that in a little bit. He stacks 25% attack for everybody, including the front line, including the back line. So everyone gets 25% attack. And then he's raising your blue orb skill point increase from 100 up to 500%. So that's pretty typical. But dragon orbs, the fuck does that mean? Well, this is a new type of orb that he is introducing, and if you send a certain amount of dragon orbs in a turn, you get some extra effects. So you can see down here, if you send 2 dragon orbs in a turn, you get 50% weakness resistance down on the enemies for the next turn. It's not really that big of a deal. If you send 4 dragon orbs in a turn, you become invincible the following turn. Invincible. You cannot die. You cannot even take damage. And if you send all 6 dragon orbs in a turn, your next turn, you will have a triple damage buff. You will get 999 skill points, and you will get a 200% alt gauge rush for all characters, on top of the other things that you get for sending the 4 and 2 orbs. So if you send 4 orbs, you're getting invincibility plus the weakness down. If you send all 6, you're getting triple damage, 999 skill points, 200% alt rush, invincibility, and 50% weakness resistance down. It's kind of dumb. Triple damage. This is apart from other battle skills like Blanc or Lumi, who is giving you 100 or 120% physical magic damage, which is already like a double damage buff and then some. And this is a blue stacking team, which means you have a lot of points to use to really buff your damage up. So if you were doing 20 million damage on your ult, you're going to be doing triple that when you send 6 dragon orbs. But how do you get 6 dragon orbs? How does that really work? Well, we can go into the beatdown battle example that they have for us right here. And we could watch, this is turn 1. He's going to send 4 blue orbs, but he's going to use EMILS' double combo buff right here. So 2 blue orbs are going to act like 4. So when we unpause, he's only going to send 4 blues, but he's going to get the 200% bonus and the 200% gauge increase to your protection and your skill points. So it's acting like you're sending 6, even though you physically only clicked 4 blue orbs. And now that we have access to VELDORA, when we use him, there's the future hand convert, by the way, from EMILS, and then VELDORA will convert 1 to rainbow and 2 to blue, which is perfect, because that's exactly what we needed. So let's watch that. And there is the dragon orb kicking in. So boom, 25% attack, dragon orb, and then 5 blues. And this is where the combo buff is going to come into play again, because I don't want to send that dragon orb yet. I want to wait till we have all 6. So by using the double combo, we could send 5 blues and still get the power of 6 blues being sent. So 200% bonus right there, skill points, protection gauge, etc. But you physically only have to send 5. And that will continue. As you use VELDORA more and more, you will get more dragon orbs. One thing to note is that you can only get 1 dragon orb per turn, regardless of how many times you use VELDORA. No rewinds, no extra uses of VELDORA are going to give you any extra things, as you can see here. We've already gotten the second orb. We're going to use VELDORA again, but we do not get a third dragon orb. You're only getting the extra attack, and you're getting the extra skill points on blues. So you can only ever get 1 orb per turn, regardless. But we still have the double combo, so we're going to send 4 orbs again, and it's going to act like we're sending 4 blues. And you will just continue to build up these dragon orbs over and over and over. And between the free-to-play Trishula, which we haven't talked about, and EMILS, you can get like a 5 combo of blues by sending 1 blue orb, essentially. So, I mean, right here, we've got the full combo off of 4 orbs. Or, sorry, off of 2 orbs. Like, you can see that. We've used the Gabaru Trishula buff and the EMILS buff, and sending 2 blue orbs is the equivalent of sending 6 blues. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's this whole gimmick, and you will start building up and substituting dragon orbs for just additional blues. And then by the time you get to turn 8 or something, or turn 7, sorry. Let's do this. Boom, boom. Let's see. Let's go ahead. All right. So turn 7. Sorry, turn 7. Now we have all dragon orbs. And you see he also converted an alt orb for EMILS. So you can convert any kind of orb to a dragon orb. But sending all 6 here on turn 7 gives you this special animation, and VELDORA flies over, drops a little turd nugget, and you are now invincible. They have the 50% weakness resistance down. And boom, there's the 200% alt gauge increase for all allies, not just the front line, but the back line as well. And you get the triple damage buff. And you are capped out on skill points, which he gives you 999, but your cap is 450, so you're going to get whatever cap you're at. But you're invincible. It uses turn 7, so you don't get to do damage on turn 7. But once turn 8 kicks in, you will still have all of those buffs. You are still invincible, they still have the weakness, you still have the alt, and you still have the triple damage increase. And so now on turn 8, you can nuke doing triple damage. You have maximum skill points because he filled you back up, and you are invincible. So dragon orbs are the gimmick for this meta, and they're very important to you doing absurd amount of numbers of damage. And even this team, which is a dev team, which has fucking Warrior's Mind 1.0 Violet and Water bitch-ass Shion, I mean, they're gonna do 113 million damage on a dev team, which means that if we were to actually use a team that is built properly, we could be doing like the damage cap very quickly or something like that, or quite a bit more than 113 million. We could be doing like 1 billion damage or something. So that is the dragon orb gimmick. Very confusing. We're gonna have to see it in game for people to really understand, but if you can send all 6, it's very, very powerful.
その思いに応えてやる。それが戦う理由だ。イントレーだ。こんなもんか。我が友よ、お前がおらぬとつまらないではないか。我が力は唯一無二の友の理想のためにあるのだ。トラストクロー。気がついたか。これからもよろしくな、友よ。深く貫く。とこの程度か。
Okay, moving on to Trishula, the Mirror Realm Gabaru. New named character, so that's more bond crystals, right? That's cool. But he's on Dragon Hockey, Antagonist, and the free-to-play Flashback Bazaar team. He is an AoE character, but he's free-to-play, of course, so remember, he's not going to do like super damage. 290% space physical alt AoE. His first skill converts 2 water characters' alt orbs to blue, and then gives you a 10% all gauge increase for blue orbs. And then his second skill is the extra combo addition skill, just like EMILS, where every blue orb is going to act like 2 orbs. And then he's also doing a 1 convert of Dragon Hockey orb to blue. So between him and EMILS, you can get a full 6 combo of blues from sending 4 for actually 2 orbs, because those 2 are going to have a +2 and a +2, so 6. Probably going to be kind of necessary for this team, and at least until we get some other summonable characters for the meta, which are not in this banner. And then finally, we have the free-to-play Protector Shinsha. Yeah, she's okay. She is giving 30% extra damage to fire enemies for Dragon Hockey. They get 12% attack. She full converts oranges to blues, stacks 10% attack, and then 30% skill point to 300% for blue orbs. She doesn't raise your skill cap, though, so, I mean, it's not really that great. She's not going to be super good. But those are the new characters, and again, like, we have the Beatdown battle example, sending or saving up dragon orbs right here, doing what you can to make sure that these 2 orbs that we can convert and alt swap with Trishula are going to give you the full 6 combo. So we're going to send 2 orbs, and it's going to act like we're sending all 6 right here. And that is how you will continue to save up dragon orbs. You don't want to use them early unless you don't want the full power of the buff. And then also on turn 6, we can transform with the EMILS. And then turn 6, 7, and 8, when he's transformed, we could use his stacking ability, the extra 100% alt damage. So there we are, transformed to EMILS. His orb changes, and now we could use his stacking 100% alt damage. And that will apply to all characters, not just himself, but for everybody. So there's the rainbow orb. We're going to send 1, but since we have the combo buff, it's going to act like it's 5 orbs, because we can only get +2 and +2. There's no way for us to get the full 6 off of a singular orb, at least until we get one of the new characters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But still, 5 orbs for the price of 1 isn't really all that bad now, is it? So that is the gimmick for the 4th anniversary, the Dragon Souls. I assume the next incoming 2 banners are going to have characters that will add to the combo buff. So we only have to send 1 orb and we can get a full combo. But, you know, it's an interesting gimmick. I'm very intrigued to know what your thoughts are about this. I might even do a community video, because we have a couple of things going. We have not a triple featured unit banner. We have some weird dragon orb gimmick. How do you feel about all this shit? Let me know in the comments, and I'll make a video about your reactions to it. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.